a dog, give them a laugh, or what else could you do? I thought what you could possibly do is you could write them reams and reams and reams of all the details of your friends and relatives, because personally, for example, I don't know, as of yet, who's going to be in my house on the 27th of March. And ladies and gentlemen, we are entering a very interesting era where it's now a crime to do nothing. If you sit still from now until March the 27th, you can get a criminal record for doing nothing. But don't let that get you off your experience of shopping, because it's important that you keep busy. If you do not keep busy, you might wake up to some things. We don't want that. You're an artist. That's not a proper job.
Correct.
Why didn't you get yourself a proper job like an investment banker?
I'm trying to stay out of the system.
We're going to start with page 1. The first joke is on the top, which says the occupier. This was sent to the occupier. So we're going to ask you, firstly, just going to ask around, sir, are you an occupier? Do you know? You are an occupier? Who is the occupier of your house?
What about just random?
Do you often go around to your friends and say that you're an occupier?
Yeah, quite a lot.
What is an occupier?
Someone that occupies something.
Someone that occupies something, yes, okay. What does occupy mean?
Live in.
What?
Live in.
It means live there, yes, it could do. But hold on a second. What if I was to invite you round to my house? Because to be honest with you, I feel a bit torn, because I love the government and I love giving them lots of my information, but I'm a bit concerned about that, you know, a company like Lockheed Martin, who make arms, have got the contract to get all this information. They make surveillance and arms. So I'm a bit concerned, which is why I've got the balaclava on. So what I'd like to do is invite you round and to occupy my house on the 27th of March, just for an hour, yeah? And then you can fill it in, because then you'll be the occupier, right?
Shit, if you write that in.
Because I don't really want to give my information, but you can. You're not bothered about giving your information, are you? Are you going to fill the census in, sir?
Probably not, no.
Probably not. So we're on the census, page 1, hilarious. So you're going to get a fine if you don't do it. Oh, there's another joke on here. Here's the joke. Your personal information is protected by law. Oh, well, in that case, if it's protected by law, then I can sleep at night, because we know that everybody keeps the law, don't they? Especially the government, they keep the law. Okay, they break it a bit here and there. So yes, marvellous. This is going to be, census information is kept confidential for 100 years. Now, how can they promise that the census is going to be kept confidential for 100 years? In 100 years' time, the people in power haven't even been born yet. What does this mean? Declaration that you have to sign. Well, they say you have to. This questionnaire has been completed to the best of my knowledge and belief. What does that mean, sir? What does that mean? This questionnaire...
It means if you choose to fill it in, you're not meant to lie on it, presumably.
Oh, is that what you think it means?
I think that's what it's alluding to.
Are you sure? Oh, that's what's it... Oh, ladies and gentlemen, he's just said an interesting word. He said he thinks that's what it is alluding to. But in law, we don't allude to things, do we? Oh, no. See, these words can mean something else entirely. What else could they mean, Matt?
Sounds like a testimonial.
A testimonial of what?
Your truth.
Your truth, that's what it sounds like to you. Yes, it sounds like that, doesn't it? What else could it mean? Think about it. There is another completely different interpretation available here. Ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman over here makes me look normal. So question 17, this question is intentionally left blank. No, but hold on a second, what about this question here? What's that mean?
Left blank.
Why is it intentionally left blank, and where's the question? Please sing us a song, just a few, maybe just a 30 seconds.
You can't afford me.
Come on.
No way.
Come on, just a few seconds. You've got an amazing voice. I love your voice. Come on, please.
How do you know that?
Because you're on the survey, sir. You put your name down on the census. Job, singer. How many hours a week do you work, by the way? What are you going to write on the census?
The truth.
The truth. Is there such a thing as the truth?
My truth.
Your truth.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to fill in the census, are you? Of course. Have you read the questions in it yet?
Not yet.
So you're saying that you're going to fill in the census even though you don't know what's in it?
That's right.
Don't you think it will be smart to make that decision once you've read what's in it?
No, I've made the decision.
True. Now, listen, I wanted to ask you one other thing. How do you feel about being asked who's going to be round your house on 27th of March. How do you feel about that?
I have nothing to hide, so I have no problem.
Ah, you have nothing to hide, so you have no problem with it. That's great. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks for sharing.
Question, I'm going to find...
Unless you're an anarchist, you've got to understand the point of the census. It's to help
What's the point
governments.
of the census?
It's to help governments with social planning.
Right? You sure about that? How do you know that? How do you know that's
Well,
the point?
for one thing, I work in the civil service. I know
Okay.
there's no conspiracy afoot.
No. Wait, no, hold on a second. Where did you get the information? I'm just asking a question. How do you know? I mean, who created the census and how do you know why?
Well, okay. I mean,
Where did you get that information
It's
from?
okay. Well,
He wants to know, excuse me, he wants to know what you're doing.
I'm just having a discussion here about the census.
Yeah,
you know, it's fair to say that we take a lot of things as received wisdom. It's true. I don't know the origins of the census. They've been around for several hundred years, and I know they existed as far back as Rome.
Correct.
And I have never heard that the information used in the census is used for sort of mischievous purposes.
Well, of course you wouldn't have heard. The American taxpayer pays $1 in $13 to Lockheed Martin, and that goes towards making loads of killing machines.
Well,
Does that not bother you?
You can have a separate debate about the rights and wrongs of having armaments. You know, armaments do kill people, but they
Yes.
also maintain a peace.
Oh, do
if you
they?
want to have a debate about that, we could go for it.
Yeah.
But I think that's separate from the issue of whether they're involved in this, and whether that indeed is problematic for certain companies that I might not want to be involved in this,
Like what?
considering that it's British taxpayers' money.
Yeah, like what? Like which companies? What type of companies?
I would be concerned if, let's say, a Russian company which was actually linked to the Kremlin.
Right. But you don't have any problem with an American company. Have you read any of Naomi Klein's work?
I started reading No Logo.
Right. Well, maybe if you get a chance to read the shock doctrine and see maybe America's been doing just as much.
Oh, hello, sir. You look splendid. Where are you going dressed like that, do you mind me asking? You're going for a drink? You're going for a drink? Are you an important person dressed like that?
Yes.
Very important. Yes? And can I ask you a question? Dressed like that, it looks like you must know something about what's going on. What should I do about the census? Should I fill it in, do you think?
Oh yeah,
Yes? Why?
absolutely.
Why?
Because we got to know who's about, haven't we?
Who's got to know?
Well, not me, but the police.
The police have got to know who's about. Yeah, got to keep control on them. Yes. Are you going to be sending in a photo of yourself with the
I'm a
census?
policeman.
You're a policeman.
A plainclothes policeman.
He's a plainclothes police officer. Who's going to be in your house, madam, on the 27th of March, you mind me asking? Pardon? Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon, I can't hear you. Only you? Okay. Fair enough. Thank you for telling me. I'll be round on the 27th with my hacksaw.